when you're like when the bell rings and stuff, and then you're like packing your stuff and everything like that, and then your teacher goes, where do you think you're going? I'm saying, I'm going to my class. Well, I'm actually gonna pack up and I'm leaving. And she said, last time I checked, the bell doesn't dismiss you. I do. And then I'm like, that's the whole point of the bell, is dismissals. And I am not fixing to wait around and sit here for you to say your dismissals. I am not. That is like the whole point of the bell, of the bell, just to dismiss you. And I am not waiting over here for 2 hours just so you can say whatever you would like to say. Mrs. Puff, if you're watching this video, I don't care. You could suspend me if you would like to. And last time I checked, you can go jump in a lake. And I am, Mrs. Puff, I am sorry, but I am not waiting around for 2 minutes just so you can say your dismissals. Like, that's the whole point of the bell. Like, they dismiss you. And Mrs. Puff doesn't understand that. So if you want to know where I'm going and why I'm packing up my stuff, that's because the bell just rung and I am packing up so I can go to lunch. But then she has the audacity to say, you're not going to lunch. You can't go to lunch because lunch is actually over. And I said, no, it's not. I can go get the principal and ask her. And she says, no. It's fine. You can stay in here and eat. I'm like, dude. Girl, I am not gonna sit here and eat my lunch in this classroom. I have other classrooms I have to be right now, and I am not gonna be sitting here. I am not gonna be sitting here and waiting for you to say your dismissals. And then they're like, well, you have no choice, because it's either that or the principal's office. And I'm like, I'd rather go to the principal's office and stay in here with you, Mrs. Puff. And then she looks at me deadly, staring at me, giving me the creeps. But then she has the audacity to tell me you can't eat lunch because in this school, you might not know this, but there were some other kids before you even came to the school that got starved because she wants to backtalk her teacher. And I said, well, you can't be starving kids. Like, I'm hungry and I need lunch. Like, you wouldn't feed child's lunch. And then she said, well, you're going to be that kid and you're not going to eat lunch. And then I ran out. I packed up my stuff and I ran out that classroom. Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Puff, but you are a horrible teacher, and I do not like it. So here are a couple of things that I can tell you. For one, if you don't want to have a deal with my mom, then you don't want to deal with me, because I have really bad attitude, and you don't want to mess with them. Mrs. Puff is like, what is a child gonna do to me? I'm like, I'll get the principal onto you saying that you are threatening me, saying that you're going to not feed me. And that is the whole point of your job, is to teach us, feed us, and make sure we get to lunch. And then she doesn't understand that, like, at all. And I'm like, well, I can do whatever I want to do. Because, for one, you ain't the teacher. For two, you ain't my mama. And for three, you are a bad kid. And I said, you don't want to mess with me when I'm angry. 'cause I'm just telling you that now. And she has the audacity to ask me, where am I going? And I pack all my things and then I head out. And then she has the audacity to tell me that I can't go anywhere. Oh, well, probably because I'm a bad kid now and I just can't go anywhere now. For some reason, that's what she said. And she tells me that I'm not allowed to go anywhere in this world. Well, because she tells me a lot of these things, okay? And yeah. And I said, where am I going? To the restroom? No, I am gonna go eat my lunch.